Wait. Real fast. Are you subs to the channel yet? If not, you can do so right here. And just another friendly reminder, you can catch all these games live on our Twitch channel, link in the description down below. And now, enjoy the video.
Ahoy Pirates, good evening. Welcome for another exciting night of some One Piece. Boys are back in studio today. Of course, myself, Franklin, Alex, and Mark over there to the side. Say hello, Mark. That is Mark. Just trust it. Don't question it. We have our first round ready to go on stream. The boys are setting up, I believe. We have Pooby and I forget our second player's name. Victor, thank you. I believe Victor is on Rebecca. Blue-black Rebecca. And we are seeing possibly Moria, but our player Pooby is known to have like a decks in the rotation, so I'm not certain what he's landed on. But yeah, some exciting games ahead. Of course, we are nearing the end of that countdown clock for Sakazuki, right? So
yeah, it's
getting a little closer.
Yeah,
You gonna miss him?
not at all.
Yeah, same. I'm good. On to the next boogeyman. But yeah, really excited to see what these guys have cooked up today as we get closer to the end of the Sakazuki format. Yep.
All right, Rebecca versus Moria.
Yeah, look at that alt art. I really like it when the leaders that have like all the other characters in the back versus just like maybe like the portrait art style.
Yeah, that art style is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'd pick up a I don't have one, and every now and then I pick up the deck green purple Doflamingo. I'd get that leader just for the art. That one's pretty dope. And I don't even really in the show know Doflamingo yet.
Oh, that's right. You're so behind.
I've met him. It's at the they showed him off. They had like a meeting of like the warlords.
Yes.
And he like cameoed, I should say. He just popped in.
Yeah.
He was there. So yeah. Looks like what are we doing there on the cameras? I always see us Pooby smiling, giving us his big cheese. Messing with the cameras, making sure that's aligned. Oh, zooming in. Mark working his magic over there. Yeah. I don't really know how this matchup really works out. It's rare that I see Rebecca, and I definitely don't play Rebecca like that to know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this matchup would go either. I'd assume it would actually go into Moria's favor.
Hard to see who won that die roll and then who's gonna go first. I would think I mean Moria just loves going first, right? That curve is just really good. I don't really know if Rebecca would like to go first or second. Oh, fine. Just showing off some Sabos there. Well, you know. Sabo's got to be a pretty important card to see as Moria in this match. Well, really both players, right? Because it's really just can the Sabo be dealt with?
Yeah. Well, I think the only difference here, right, is Rebecca being able to bottom deck. I think that's going to be huge.
You think that's enough to swing it?
Yeah.
So, like, Rebecca versus Sakazuki, probably, like, similar jobs, but, like, obviously as Rebecca, you can attack, right? And
yes.
tons less value there, but you have the same color pool of cards, right? So, yeah, we can potentially see some bottom decking shenanigans. What, 3,000 swords, maybe? Hound Blaze? We'll see what happens here on Victor's side. What kind of spices he wanted to show us. Looks like he's taking
going
first.
Okay.
So we're going to go into strong leader ability here.
We're gonna do the leader ability. Grab the Luffy.
Yep, and sending Orlumbi to the trash. Starting off strong, a 1-2 brand new coming down.
All right.
Selecting that Suru. I can't stop, Alex. I only when I'm sleeping. Passing it quickly back over to Victor for 3. We got the stage. That stage is just fun, right? You can just attack active characters.
Yeah, no, that stage is
some cool interactions with that Heroes, I believe. You can just tap the stage or the leader and then just avoid destruction KO. Yeah, just simple. Got to think as Victor, he wants to amass as many cards as he can maybe in his hand, but enough cards to address threats that Yeah, Poobie puts down doing a 7K and a leader skill. We're gonna see that Perona hit the board. Likely.
Yeah.
There it is. And a choice of card to trash.
But just one.
Yeah, taking out a 2K blocker out of Victor's hand. Of course, these cards, well, actually for both players, but kind of Rebecca a little bit more. You can see these cards again that you bottom deck and you trash, thanks to the perks of your color.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. Are we gonna counter 2 cards out of hand for this?
It's looking like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if yeah, Victor deciding to value stay as high as at life as he can, right? Versus the Moria.
Leader ability.
Getting rid of the Kyros. There it is. And look, a 2K to go back to hand, replenishing the hand a little bit counter-wise. There's the Rebecca.
Yep.
Ah, there you go. Getting the Kyros out. It's pretty neat. Establishing a blocker. And we'll see if Poobie is going to be able to deal with this here going to, I believe, 6 Dawn this turn.
Mm-hmm. Should be 6 Dawn, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we do a 5 swing with Perona. I don't know if he's kind of set 1 Dawn aside, maybe telegraphing a play, a 5+1 play. We still have Great Eruption. Of course, we could also Great Eruption Sabo, but it looks like he's grabbing onto 2 Dawn. Debating. Oh, we're going to start with a 7K swing at life. Or is it at the Kyros?
I'd assume life, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, we are leader skilling. And all right, another Perona is hitting the board, chipping another card from Victor's hand. That's great. And we're going to block that with... Oh, and finishing off with another 7K swing. So 2 strong 7K swings, establishing
that
another...
looked like a trigger?
Oh? Yeah, technically it was. It looks like it was a Hound Blaze, but Victor's going to hold on to that. Bottom deck these threats, giving Poobie back these Peronas in the trash, not great, right? Because this is just a graveyard deck. It'll come back. It will rise from the dead. Bottom decking much more of a definitive end to these characters on Victor's side. Now, we noted that he chose to trash an Orlumbi earlier, but I think I saw another Orlumbus in his hand.
I think so as well. Yeah, there it is.
And that is, if I'm not mistaken, Rebecca's method to reducing things, cost in this deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. We've got some plays. We've got the Hound Blaze pumping up, presumably the Kyros, and we're going to swing into the Rebecca. Or sorry, the Perona. Bottom decking the other Perona. I believe that's an 8 into 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we going to give up that many cards here? 2/2Ks to save this Perona? We're going to let it go back to trash and re-summon it back later. Poobie is deciding. Just rechecking his trash to see what's in there. I think you might let this go, but I understand wanting the value of pressure still. Yep, and we're going to give up 2/2Ks to save him. Now, the Orlumbus could attack into Brand-New? Or the Orlumbus says that you can't. No, it can't. It can only attack rested characters, right? Or active characters.
I'm actually pretty sure it's the stage. The stage allows you to just swing into...
On the turn that you're played. That's it. Yeah, that's it. On turn. Not the, it's not a stipulation that they need to be active.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understood.
It's
been so while since I've used a Rebecca deck. I remember sleeving it up in the very beginning, but there's never really like busting it out. Yeah, passing it back over to the Moria side, and now we're on 8. So are we going to see the Moria drop now? Did we even see one? Did you know one?
I did not notice one.
Yeah, we haven't seen one recovered with a hogback or anything. The Doctor.
The Doctor.
We are on the 8 Dawn turn here for Poobie. And Victor's got to be anticipating. 5 into 5. Let's see what we want to do. We have been kind of chipping at Rebecca's hand, and we're going to get a 2K out of that swing. Oh, yeah. Moria's probably coming down, right? We're just going little 5s.
I think so. I think that's probably
Another 2K pitched. Wow. Down to, I believe, what, 2 cards in hand as Victor?
yeah.
But now as Poobie, what might be the best 2 cards out of trash we could get here with the Moria? Presumably, he's going to drop a Moria. I think there might have been a Kuzan, but is Kuzan great? He's grabbing, what, 4? Oh, no Moria. We're going for swings instead. He was faking us out. I don't need Moria this turn, Poobie says. I've got a brand new and a Borso.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely don't hate this. We've whittled away some resources on Victor's side as Poobie. So now let's see what we got. Surely we're gonna leader skill here to get some more cards, but we've got a toy soldier, that event to some bottom deck, some targets, and a third card I can't make out. I think it's a Luffy, possibly an alternate art.
Yes, it was a Luffy because we saw him grab it earlier. Yeah. But he's going to.
There we are.
Play Gravity Blade, bottom deck both of those characters since they are 6 or less.
Yep. That's it. 7 done, but we've taken out the board, and now passing it back to Poobie. Surely now he's thinking, all right, well, now that that's gone, and you still have a small number of resources, maybe now it's safe to drop my Moria. You know, so we sprung the trap the turn ago. Now Moria might be a safer drop, and I think he's eyeing up a Kuzan and a brand new as his targets.
Yeah, that's Moria, Kuzan. I saw one event.
Nice age, possibly.
Yeah.
There it is. We're doing a swing for 7 and just going in with Moria, presumably. Yep, there it is. All right, bring him out. Bring him out. We have a 4 and a 2.
So just draws on draws right here.
It's just a solid move. Again, like the color pool, the things that you're able to do, they're just solid. Here's a threat that you have to acknowledge and respect in the Kuzan, and it draws me a card. And I got some trash help and possibly draw power as well from Brand New. It's just good, solid value. And Brand New can actually swing on stuff in this matchup for a relatively low dawn investment.
Mm-hmm.
So we've established some threats again as Poobie. On to you, Victor. What can you do to respond to this threat? Down to about 5 or 6 cards in Victor's hand. Wondering when he's gonna decide to drop the Luffy, though. I'm not sure that it's safe yet. It's like if we lose this Luffy before we get to do all the damage we can with it, then it's Victor may not have anything to fall back on. So we're starting with a 5 and a 3.
Personally, I think actually dropping it now and just swinging at the characters is very good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chip away some cards out of Poobie's hand. Make it a little bit harder to follow into the next turn, possibly. Okay, so we're doing leader skill here. Tapping 2 Toy Soldier. Get the reduce. Another Orlumbi for the reduce, and I believe that should. I think he's going for another. Doing a 7 done. Pop the yep, and the Kiros drop. Yep. Excellent. And we've taken out the Moria just like that, leaving only the Kuzan. The Kuzan is only really gonna go into a board of Kiros, small cost characters, not really like obviously we just removed the A drop Moria, so it's really not that crazy on the other side of Rebecca. Has to be expected of 2 decks whose jobs are just managing board. I'll clear yours, you clear mine. It's to be expected. But that Luffy is probably gonna, ideally, the plan whittle down the opposition as much as possible and clean up and go hard with the Luffy in one turn. Can Victor do it? Of course, it's Poopy. You're just like, man, that was a board of characters I had, and they're gone, just like that. Like, can't make out if there's a second Moria in there. There is an Ice Age. Of course, Ice Age not really huge here. So we're going to value 7 into Kiros, maybe? Oh, 7 at life and reducing. Well, careful there. Steady. And reducing the Kiros. Though it's tough. I mean, the stages... The Orlumbus? Okay, I was going to say, because that's tough. The stage is tapped, but the leader isn't. 7 at life again. We're going to give up some more cards there. Have at least 2k. You have a 2 and a 1. If Victor is willing to give it up. I think the other cards in Victor's hand are dead, right? It's that Luffy and something else.
Can't
behind Luffy.
Luffy and Moria.
Okay, so yeah, like we're looking at we can counter this blow, but of course we're leader skilling. Hawk back. Yep, we're gonna give up the 2 and the 1k counter.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have 4 done left. And we're gonna go with with the reduce, we're gonna just play down an Absalom. Gotta send 2 to the bottom. And yeah, at least Poopy is managing to keep up with this pressure that Victor is putting on there by removing the threats off of board and replenishing the board. But again, it's that is the job. That is the goal. Just replenish the characters, all the value you get as a great leader. Yep, don't forget about the little Kiros. Yeah, you think Victor's sweating here a little bit?
I think so. He's definitely in the tank. Just trying to contemplate, like, what do I do?
Yeah, like I'm running out of time here.
Yeah, like at this point, Moria's still at what, 5 life? And Victor's at 2.
Yeah.
There's not much time for
giving up 2 1s. Of course, Poopy knows the Luffy is, impending, but looks like the Moria is what's going to come down first. Getting presumably Orlumbus back, and what's going to be our 2-drop? Oh, Rebecca. Okay, I like it. Rebecca Locker and Rebecca.
I think that's the more safe play, just because at this point, you don't... Being at 2 life, if he just swings 2 more times, and he doesn't have much counter in hand.
No, Poopy's been going 7s this game a lot, forcing some cards out of Victor's hand. Oh. But this may just be passing here with just the the blocker, but probably going to see some 7s come out of Poopy. Because that hand is still only like at 3. So let's see if we're wanting to address this 8-drop Moria, or if we're just going to go in with some 7s. Maybe test the waters with a 5. That hand is just very low, and you have 4 swings on board. I don't think we've even seen a Sabo come down from Poopy yet.
No.
Like there wasn't a Sabo that was bottom decked. I don't think we've not had that. And Sabo's a tricky card to play as Victor in this scenario because you have to trash 2 cards, don't you? If you have a low hand size already.
Yeah, and that's the downside to Sabo, in my opinion.
Yeah, but could you imagine though? If it was just a draw 2, trash 1, man.
Or if it just wasn't mandatory.
What do you mean?
Like, the effect just wasn't mandatory. You choose to do it or not.
Oh, yeah. I think Poobie is contemplating if he wants to go, like, aggressive 7s or not.
Mm-hmm.
Poobie likes to gamble. I'm sure he's thinking about this through and through. Is it worth it? Will he work it?
All right, dude.
Ice Age, we're addressing the Moria. And we're going to smack 7. Yep. Okay, what are we taking? Yeah, no, we're going for Rebecca blocker, aren't we? Because that's not enough to take out. Ice Age is not enough yeah. It has to be the Rebecca that we're popping with Absalom, isn't it?
I think so.
Yep,
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, because Ice Age is not enough by itself to reduce and take out Moria. And the 7 was at life. Great. Yep, I think we're doing it. I think Poobie's probably seen the hand is not strong. These 7s are working. I have 3 more swings I can do. Does he want a 7 on Kuzan reduce Moria just in case? Oh, taller swings. I don't know. I don't hate a... I got 5 Dawn left to work with there. 6 maybe? Is that 7?
That's 6.
Yeah.
I
think Poobie's going a little risky here, but I think it's good. Obviously, I think it's good in this case because we know what the hand is, but yeah, 4 cards, he's swinging 6 with 2 more swings to go. And 4 done left. So he's going to give up 2 1s. Okay, with 2 cards left in hand. One of them's Luffy and one's a 1K. This is where if it was Poopy in front, he was like, do I believe? 7 is connecting. What did he get? 1K? 1K. All right, so there's 2K. Yeah, if he wants to go 7 here, it connects. 7 connects, and Poobie is going to take this against Victor. All right. Well, yeah. The 7 swings were just powerful enough to just connect.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, just being Moria, you still have the value of being able to respond with a board after your board is just bottom decked. With things like Gravity Blade, right? We saw that come down. We didn't see any Sabos get bottom decked, thankfully. But that could have been another thing that could have happened. So, yeah, great game. Great example of how like that could possibly go.
Yeah, that's
between both players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna call it a break for now, I believe. Go check in with everyone out there and bring you guys our next game. So stay tuned. Ahoy! And we're back. And joining us today is Evan and Chase. On the left, I believe Evan is still on the black yellow Luffy. Yep, there it is. And Chase is on the yellow green Yamato. I don't really know how this matchup can go, but I like both of these decks. I kind of think Yamato might struggle attacking into a 9K leader body. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, I think late game it'll definitely be more Luffy favored, just because of the fact that he can just start going for bringing his power up over to 9. But I think in the beginning Yamato will probably be a little better.
Yeah, I mean, typically the strat against Black Yellow Luffy, you might want to starve them, right? Because they get you don't want to give them their leader ability, but it's an interesting synergy with Yamato being a double attack every time you swing, right? It's just like, do you go for the starve here and just not swing as Yamato because, again, to leader? But even like characters might become a little frustrating to swing into. Ace, of course, being 7K. Sabos being blockers are not fun for Yamato to see. So a very curious matchup. This will be some good data for some that are on both of these leaders.
Yeah, I definitely think probably what we'll start seeing in the beginning is Yamato starving Luffy out, making sure that they don't swing. So the smart play at least would be they don't swing into Luffy so that Luffy doesn't take his life, basically forcing Luffy to take his own life with um, Makino or Hiyori. So yeah, it'll definitely be interesting in the beginning to see how this will play out.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see who won the die roll, but it looks like things are going ideally as far as starts go for Black Yellow Luffy here on Evan's side. They typically like going second. Yamato, in my experience, can go either way, but I like going first. More so with Yamato. I feel like if in this seat, I might have taken the second curve away from Evan. So and obviously Evan's starting off with a solid one drop event search and a GARP to search for our littles and bigs. Get that frat house going. Delta, Alpha, Delta, you're right.
Dear Lord.
Found our little Sabo off of that GARP, and of course I think we're just going to pass it over. We have nothing left to do. And yeah, we'll see. Are we swinging or nah? I'm going to go with nah. But maybe Chase is crazy. And or
Yep, he's
maybe
crazy.
it's correct. But we're going for it anyway. Big old 8 swing, double double attack, and no trigger. Not often, but some tech in Anamaru, some tech in
it looked like Evan actually did have Amaru as the first life, and he chose not to trigger.
Yeah, I like it.
And then it looked like the second life was the Moria. So
Okay.
this will be interesting. Takes the first hit I saw.
Yeah.
And counters the second.
Yeah, you think, you have less than 4, getting the utility. How many times have you had a Kikunojo at the top of your life, right? That whole thing. But yeah, we're gonna elect a 2K out of that second GARP swing.
Hello, we're playing
Whoa.
Yamato double strike.
That's what
Vanish?
that's what, like $60, $60+. That's the SP, isn't it? Look at that, folks.
I don't know. That's not the SP.
That's not the SP?
It's the alt.
That's the secret of the alt.
Yeah,
That's the secret of the secret.
It's gorgeous, is what it is. And it's a lot of money.
Right? I'm not tripping.
It's the alt.
And we're gonna get rid of 2 aces there as Evan with that draw from the Sabo, going a 6K to life. Evan, of course, still unable to perform the combos, little to big, so this is just a 6K, but establishing a Sabo blocker, which again, with Yamato and what it does, and now this character Yamato, wow. A blocker is not fun to see, right? I mean, but Banish could be pretty sick in this matchup. Whoa. It's a good thing that that Sabo is not a 4-drop or at the right life total to be Amaru'd rested. But this is a big Yamato swing.
I mean,
character.
I think this is a clear sure, dude.
We're blocking, right?
Yeah. I don't want you to banish my card.
Yeah, now we're gonna, choices here. Is that 5 down left? Items to do 5?
For ace.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
are we gonna stay? Yeah, we're gonna stay. That's it. The point was to get rid of that blocker, but we've done that. We don't need to go any further. Making that character, Yamato, a large target there for Evan. That card is nasty. If it gets any value, it's crazy. Some players in their Black Yellow Luffy, I know it's a highly debatable spot. In order to address this Yamato right now, you could play something like a yellow Sabo. Trash your life, that helps you get to your leader skill, and you're also clearing a board threat. Alternatively, you could play a card like Thunderbolt and trash your life, also accomplishing the same goal for less Dawn and clearing the threat. But does Evan have either of those right now? And if not, what's the next best pivot? Because that is a threat banish. I think I saw a Hiyori in there.
Yeah, there's a Hiyori, and I think a Makino as well.
But yeah, it didn't start with any Flampes to, like, obviously, like, get out of this rut. So we're doing another Sabo. With only 3 Dawn remaining. I think we saw a Searcher event just being drawn. Presumably playing that. Or trashing it, maybe, with this Sabo trash effect. 3 Dawn, you can spend 1. Yeah, we're going to trash it. 1 card left to trash. Maybe a big. Oh, he has Moria in hand. We could drop a little. Looks like we're going to go for big Luffy. 3 Dawn left. Maybe we just swing 8 into the character Yamato. Now we're playing 2 for Amaru to pump 3. So we're going 9 and yep, I like it. 9 into the character Yamato. That's great.
That forces you.
Oh, that's 3 cards in hand though, Buckaroo. Are you gonna do it? 0 cost? Yeah, we're gonna let it go. You want to save it. That card is crazy, but it is very like easily dealt with.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you would, in Chase's case there, he would have had to give up a 0 cost event, which you have to give up a second card. I think he would have eyed up that Kikunojo, but you need a 2K to complete the counter, so too much to give up when you have like 4 cards in hand.
Yeah, he also didn't have a 2K, so.
Oh, there it is. I think I saw a Alt-Art Fish guy though.
Yes, he does have a Hody. There it is.
There it is, Rest guy. I think we just keep swinging in the board, right? Force some counter out of Evan's hand. Don't attack life.
I do think
7 at Sabo, presumably.
Actually, if he just says,
no, he could.
Do you have the counter here right now?
Right. This could be a neat spot to go on the offensive. Then is what you're thinking, right?
Yeah. Because of the fact that he does have Ace on board. He does have Hody, who already has Rush. And then he can just, I guess, surge the 2 extra Dawn.
2 Dawn leader skill, yeah. I think if there's a time to get risky with this game, this could have been a good turn to do it. Yeah, so a 7, we're going to force 2 cards out of Evan's hand here. Or take the life. Oh. I think Evan's been kind of put in a corner here. All right, reluctantly giving up a 2 and a 1.
Now I think you just swing into the Sabo.
Yeah, I agree. I think that with these remaining characters, it's value to swing into the Sabo, whittle some cards out of hand. I might have liked to attack with Ace first, but unless the move is to leave Ace active.
I think leaving Ace active is best because then I think Ace is more easily removed.
Could be. I mean, a Revenge Ace can swing and get a K out of your hand for swinging into yeah, so yeah. It really is just kind of more of a greedier play on your end to swing with the Ace to get a card out of Evan's hand when you don't need to. You can solve the Sabo equation with your Jones there. Hody Jones. Is this where the Moria comes down? No. Ace? Another Sabo. Evan is one with the Sabos this game, that's for sure. But man, these draw 2 trash 2s, man.
So you're gonna see him right here. Just chase. He's just gonna draw another Hody.
Yeah.
Just another one.
He didn't have a second one. I even feel like he drew the Hody last turn. Oh.
No, he had it in hand.
Oh yeah. We got rid of an Ace and a Moria there. And going down to 5 cards in hand. Garp Makino 3 other cards. Ugh. I think that's a flop. No, that's another Garp. But yeah, Evan just not being able to apply some pressure here right now. 5 down left. Ace not happening. Another Sabo not happening. Yeah, going into this Hody Jones. Yep, forcing 2 cards out of hand. But I think we're going to 0 cost.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. And it gets rid of that Kikunojo in hand. But yeah, identifying that Hody Jones was the correct target versus going to life here, because that Hody is dangerous right now. But yeah, what's worse than one Hody? Two Hodys. So
Did he draw?
I believe, I don't think he did. No, yeah, he did. Yep. And we're doing the same plan again. Are you going to block? This is going to lead. We're taking him.
Oh.
Evans rolling the dice. He's like, yeah, I'm not blocking with Sabo. Do it. I mean, Sabo is immune to effects such as a reject right now, a Kingdom Come. So we would just be swinging as Chase. 9 lead. Are you blocking now?
No, he's gonna counter.
Yeah. But that's the vibe right now is Chase. Chase is on the offensive right now, and he's throwing some punches, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Evans kind of like on the ropes, going trying to find a way in there. Oh yeah, gave up two twos and a 1, and another 9K swing from Ace, 2 up, and we're blocking that. Cool. Hiyori, what do we put in there? I think there's a Satori, but that's not great. What is that? Onami?
Yeah.
Onami could be all right. I mean,
I think Onami's. And a beige. He does
oh,
have
beige. Oh, I love beige. Yeah, because really what Onami would do would just probably take out an ace that already swung into you, already did the damage. Wouldn't do anything to a Sabo because it's immune the turn it's summoned.
What's probably going to happen, because I mean, I think he has all of them now. I think he has all the little brothers. So.
Oh, okay, that's like all the littles.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. So it's just at this point where he's just like,
can I explode littles and survive?
Yeah.
Probably take at least two little Sabos, right?
It's probably going to be, I would assume he would do the ace and then the Sabo.
Are we leaving a life face up in the life section with a Sabo?
No, I think he would play it.
Yeah, okay.
I think he would.
Well, yeah, because we need to get up to 9, right? That's it. Like the mission this turn is to get up to 9.
Yeah.
Evan does have a few cards in hand there, so if he does manage to get to 9, maybe he can survive. I think I saw something that didn't have a counter though. Sabo and Luffy. What is that? What was the bottom? What's underneath Luffy? Sabo. Yeah. Moria.
So
that was it. That was the card that didn't have the counter. Okay, so we're getting a Moria and we're getting a Luffy. And we should be getting both. We're pumping up to 9K. Establishing the blocker. Drawing some cards. I think everything in that hand has counter.
Yeah. At this point, it's just like, is this what
Helps
card
and
is
hurts.
necessary here?
He chooses to get rid of 2 1s. Free pump to 8. Negligible, but it, certain matchups that free pump matters. Nothing can be popped by card effect because of Sabo. And we have an 11K swing. I like it going to Hody. It's going to life? Okay.
You're just like, oh, well, you just put down that trigger. Let's make sure that it doesn't activate.
For sure. It's a tough decision for me because maybe taking out one of these characters might have been better. Not sure if this is the turn that Chase is able to close it out. We are getting to that point, though. We have finally hit the threshold as Evan with our 9K body. We're huge. What's that, 6 Dawn? Chase is set aside there. Maybe you try and do as much damage as you can. I think I saw a Momonosuke blocker. and maybe you punch as
Yes.
much as you can, Momonosuke drop, and put that Hiyori to life.
Yes.
But we're doing a big old swing. What?
No, he's really thinking about it. He's just like,
That's 6 Don Buckaroo.
let's take it
That's
back.
a lot of money.
I'll take it back. Oh, I'm gonna go.
Okay, we're doing 12. 12 at you. No life. Blocker, Sabo. What do you got? That's a lot of counter forcing. Surely you think this might be the Sabo block. Oh, well, you are at 9, but that's still asking for two 2Ks. He's gonna drop the Hiyori. And 2 1s.
Oh, this is where he's done.
Yeah. Do you see it?
No, he's not done yet. He could.
Or, yeah, right? Because isn't he just gonna poke? He has 1 card in hand. Take all this, poke.
He would have to play.
So the black yellow Luffy is at 9K.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a little harder
If he
to go for it.
If he all he really needed here was Amaru. If he had Amaru, he actually probably would.
Chase did play some Amaru earlier, but yeah, it's a little. That's why I was like, are you just gonna punch hard and then Momonosuke drop to ensure you live next turn and then finish him off? But I don't know. That might be harder because Evan is at the threshold now, but he's got 1 card in hand, so.
Oh, so he's gonna play Momo. He
Yep.
should give the 1 active Don to Ace, then the 2 rested on Ace as well. Yeah.
Yep, there it is. So we're doing a 9. No, 10. 10. Forcing out 2K, and of course he can't do that, so he's gonna block.
Yeah.
But now, yep, nothing else can swing. But we've established a blocker. We may not die next turn. 3 swings to do it, and a blocker.
I don't know. This one's where it's gonna be really difficult.
As Evan, or as Chase to win?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, 1 card left in Evan's hand. You got 1 card to draw, and you got something to pump. I think that was a search event.
That was the search event. So and he does have to toss something in order to use his leader skill.
Yeah. So the other card, trash that, but play the search event first.
Yeah. So this is the turn where he's like, I have to.
Oh, it's an ace.
Oh, he actually might have it. That's insane.
That is kind of crazy. I mean, we have an 8K swing, we have a 9K swing, and then whatever the Luffy ends up being, presumably a 9K, right?
Yeah.
Man, though, it's still a blocker. Still a blocker, and Chase has like how many cards in hand?
I didn't see.
Look at that shiny trash. Two fierce cards in that hand, Evan.
Is that 2 2Ks and a 1K?
Sorry? On Chase's
Chase,
side?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw the Onami.
Yeah, because he has beige, and then he has Hiyori and the Onami. Yeah, so
If I can't, as Evan, go for the lethal, I think we go for board, don't we? Assuming we can still get our pump on with Luffy and end off at a 9K leader, but address Chase's board.
so he's gonna do the search.
Yeah. What do we want, a Sabo?
Oh, well, I mean, he basically found everything he needed, right? So he did get the Sabo.
He did get a little Sabo. We needed a little Sabo.
I don't know if you need little Sabo.
Well, we're going to leader skill.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
We have to trash the other card.
Yeah. If you want to go for the safe bet.
I'm surprised he didn't pump already. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose by not pumping already with Luffy. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
surprised.
He should. I think you should have pumped first.
because we do need that 2K.
Yeah.
Ah, eyeing up. All right, so that yellow Sabo is blowing up the Momonosuke. Yeah, yeah. And there's the pump. Yeah. It's negligible. The order of ops there. So far we're just at 7 though. Swinging 9 with 5 Dawn left. Three swings.
Is it required for Yellow Sabo to trash a life?
I think it's
Or
like
is
Thunderbolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if you didn't have a life, like, could you do it?
Nah. This is hard. I mean, yeah, as Evan, he's like, all right, can I do it? Do I, like, is there enough numbers in that hand to get out of this? We got a 7 base, 8, 9. If you go thinking lethal, you're about to give him another 2. That's like the one of the worst parts here. Is like, I'm gonna give you a 2.
I think it all is just dependent on that last life now. If it's a 0 cost,
Man,
you're fine.
we know he doesn't know.
Yes.
So, do you start with the 9 for Moria?
I mean, it's
Negligible, which
it's
well,
9 with Luffy, or it's 9 with Moria.
yeah.
9, 11, 11.
Yoinks. How much counter did you say was in Chase's hand? Because we're giving him a 2K.
2 2Ks and a 1K in hand already. He's going to guarantee another 2K.
Yeah. So he'll have 7K of counter in hand. I mean, everything's smacking for more than 7, but it's pretty close. I think we're going for, yep, an even number there. 10 at life. What you got? I think that's a free.
Yeah, I think you have to
take the 2K.
Yeah.
Take the 2K. So now he's got 7K of counter in hand. And he's going to put 2 more on Luffy, another 10. Okay. Yeah, that's it. He had enough counter to get out of it, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
Evan is not able to clear it out.
Come on, Chase.
Less life. Oh my god! Sorry, folks. Your ears at home are probably fried, but my eyes just lost it.
It was Chase, yeah.
Yep,
Chase
got it. Good game. Yeah, wonderful. Great example of how that matchup could go, and a great way of navigating and applying pressure over to Evan's side. And Evan did try to get there at the end. Of course, it just didn't work out. But it was crazy to see how close that could still be.
Mm-hmm.
Evan finding every out possible to swing at Chase there at the end, but the counter wins. So, good game.
Yeah, no, that was. I called it.
Yeah, of course you did. You're the best. So we're gonna go find our next match here, check in with the other peeps. But that was a great match and good game, fellas. See you soon.
Welcome back, Pirates. We're here for some more One Piece.
We are welcome. And here we have Gerald, I believe, on our left. I'm not certain of our civilian name here on the right, but cool. Table 2 tap. And we have green Uta, Film Uta, and we have green yellow Yamato. So let's do this. Not entirely sure how this one could go, but we've got some great tools. Of course, having the green on both sides, right? And maybe these Hody Jones can come in and rest some Luffy's later and go in.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of draw coming from Gerald's side, and then the double attack.
I think it's not spoken to enough, the dopamine you get from the draw Uta gives you, provided it's not an 8-drop kit, right? Or something that's non-film, but you're drawing cards and that feels good.
Yeah, it'll definitely what.
There's some max rarity in
How
that
many
hand.
7-drops did you see there?
3? 4? Wait.
Is that
It might be at least 3.
is that 2 7-drops and then 2 8-drops?
It might be. Yeah, that left-hand side of the hand is crazy. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna It was showing off that we got the new 2K Sanji. Yeah, I think that's 3 7-drops. That's crazy. Surely he mulliganed before.
He did.
Yeah. And we're going for a strong 8 swing. And we're fine as Uta to take these first two,
Mhm.
amass the largest hand possible to survive behind. And I think I saw the A-drop kid.
Yeah, he just drew into the 8-drop kid. It was in life.
6, draw, confidently slamming down.
Another?
Another Sanji. Okay. Yeah, amassing that hand of counter. And
So
playing
that's
a 3. Okay. Yeah, you know, ideally you probably want the Nami here, but you know, needs must, and Uta was the best that we had this turn, but setting up a blocker, not a bad thing against Yamato. Both players here at 3 life each. On the 5 Dawn turn, here's Yamato 2, and what are we gonna swap? The bottom life. Does he have a 0 cost in there? I think
he
I
does
see
have
a 0
cost
cost.
in hand.
Yeah, of course this is going to the top, so we're gonna put that little dog. It is a dog, isn't it? That character.
Who? Which one? I didn't see that.
It was I think it starts with an I, so it's that Inarashi or
Oh yes, that is Dogstorm.
yeah, dog. There, thank you, Dogstorm.
That is not the card name, but it is Dogstorm.
That's fine. I understand. There's translation things.
Thanks for the follow.
Yo, welcome to the club. Thanks for joining us. I think it was an 8. Yeah, doing 8. Yeah, gonna just block that and just keep pressing on. So as soon as Gerald hits into this top life, and he's already thinking that's a character, you know, Kikunojo, Nekomamushi. Honestly, that Dogstorm, one of the I wouldn't expect that right off the trigger, but yeah. Taking a second,
Yep.
but we're gonna trigger it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
He goes,
Oh,
what does this do
Gerald's
again?
actually like, you know, I was expecting Kikunojo, I was expecting Cracker, but I was not expecting that. Can I pet that dog?
I don't know. He's got a sword on his foot.
You know, that's not the petting. And of course, we got the Brook, and I guess to drop a little Nami. That Nami being from one of the premium collections.
Yes, that is the premium collection.
Gorgeous art.
Yeah.
And establishing 2 characters, draw power as Uta, 6 swing. Yeah, solid turn as Gerald. Back over to Yamato that now has an additional body to swing into. Gerald with.
Is the audio actually really quiet?
Taking a little think. Tapping 2. Oh, okay. Onami. So we're going to do some pressure. We're going to see the rest of this Dawn go on Yamato and just... Oh, we're starting with a 7. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, do you want to take this and then know that I'm going to possibly shove all of this Dawn under Yamato for a double banish? But we're indicating that we use the banish on... Oh, we can attack active characters. I forgot. Right?
I don't think this one attacks
No.
active characters.
This one pops. This one pops.
Yeah.
Nekomamushi attacks active
Yes.
characters. That's right. Yep. Different animal.
Not the cat.
Not the cat. The cat's who I expect to see over the dog. But,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this 9 is coming. 9? Thinking 9 is coming? No. Thinking twice on that. Oh, that would have been 10. Yeah, it took that life and then double. 10. What do you got? Yep, giving us 3 2Ks for that. Yeah. Can't afford. It's still too early for us to go down to 0 there as Gerald. But do you drop the Luffy here?
I think you might.
Is it safe to?
I mean, if you go, what was it? If he has another blocker, I think I saw another 3-drop Uta.
I'm countering 1 out of that. Do we see a Hody on the other side?
In that hand?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna drop a Luffy blocker,
Is that an Enel? No. It's Hody. It's Hody.
it's Hody. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as Gerald here, you might Luffy, and then I think did he have a chump blocker in his hand, something like the Bueno or the Uta?
Yes. Yeah, he does have those 2, I believe.
Okay. We go blocker, and then response from the other side could be Hody to rest both blockers and pressure further. Okay, we're going to do a 0 cost to get out of that swing. That's an expensive counter, but okay. Yep, 7 and Uta. Are we going to give up an event to restand the Brook?
He definitely could.
I don't think we do.
Nah, he's not going to.
Nah. I like keeping, even if it was, like, I wouldn't want to give up an I'm invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Could actually be pretty good to take out Yamato at the end of this game. Of course, is this the turn now for a Hody? No.
I don't know.
No. Looks like we're going to do
He does have
5.
He does have Momo blocker putting the Hiyori back into life.
Yeah. We taking this a little slow? Like, anything we do has to be for at least 7, right? Like, swing-wise? Respecting the Luffy?
I believe so. Like, right here, realistically, he could surge over to the
7.
Inuyasha,
Taking out...
swing, take out the Uta blocker.
It pops 4K or less? No, yeah.
Okay.
7 into Brook. Or is that...
Chose not to do it. Probably just his hand is really low. Choosing not to do it because of his hand size. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have much left in there. I think that's an L Thor.
That is an L Thor in hand.
Cool. Cool little tech. But yeah, L Thor, the Hody Jones we referenced a second ago. One other card? Oh man, is this well, do you want to use the leader skill Dawn? Yeah.
He's already done the leader skill.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, a 5 and a 7.
It just says, sure, I'll go down to 0.
Yeah. Is this indicative of an 8-drop kid turn now?
Yeah, he's 100% going to play that 8-drop kid right here.
It's not that bad, right? Because even if a Hody comes down, oh, love that New Genesis art. And of course, New Genesis is just busted because you can just restand your Dawn. Free search.
I still think that's the dumbest event. I don't know why they would have done that.
And was that another one? No.
No, it was the same one.
Same one.
He should restand that Dawn, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he realizes that. But it looks instead we're going a 5K swing.
I mean, he could see.
He should have full usage of his Dawn this turn. He shouldn't be limited to 9. That New Genesis does restand the Dawn.
Yeah, that's...
We have a 7K at the dog. Yeah, we didn't have much left in hand to do that. Okay, so we're doing 8, 9.
Rest it to get down a blocker.
But we should still have 1 Dawn.
Should.
So we could have done 6 with Uta and draw.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if Gerald is mentioning this now, but we're gonna trash the event in order to restand Luffy, which is awesome. Yep, definitely fortifying this kid as much as you can. You know, responses to this are easily Hody to bench chump blockers or really just anything you want, right? But this is a pretty good wall Gerald has set up for him. And with only the Momonosuke and of course the leader, it's not a lot of pressure. I think that is an Enel.
What the heck?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Only in the sense that, like, yeah, Hody would be able to rest things, has an 8K base, which allows it to match and then swing over certain threats here. But the Russian out meets the Luffy, but is smaller than the 8-drop kid.
Yeah, it's not... It's not...
We are bricked up. We are just one stronghold right now. Uta has taken the stage. And it's Yamato, you gotta, like, I don't know how you're getting up here, but you gotta crowd surf to get there. You gotta,
Oh.
yeah, I don't know how you're doing it. 4 for another dog.
I don't...
I know. What is that? 3 cards left in hand?
Yeah.
Zoink, Scoob.
and then 6.
So you just recount. Okay, yep. And he's just gonna
11.
swing.
Yeah, we're
Block.
giving up the chump. But he did his job. From chump to champ. Okay, another new Genesis.
All right, dude.
Grabbing, of course, the back light. That's a pretty sick art, too. Okay, so
Oh,
Gerald does acknowledge that, you know,
He can
it
restand.
does restand. Excellent. And now a 6, and we draw another one. Look at that. Another new Genesis. And why wouldn't you slam that right down? No reason to keep that. It's a free search. Another event to hand. Is that the I'm Invincible? No, it's, I think that's a 2-drop. I'm Invincible is a 3-drop. One Dawn has to go on the kid. Are we going on the offensive? Still got to ensure that we don't lose to something like a Hody Jones and, you know, 1,000 Dawn or something like that. So 7K swing. Yeah, surely that event we might actually trash so we could restand Luffy. Attack 9 again. That Elthor in hand is not able to do anything because we don't have a Dawn available. Takes that life. All right, yeah, this won't be the turn to finish, but just further block up as best as we can. 7 for another Luffy, maybe a chump blocker.
I think he just plays another Uta.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll probably trash an event here, like I mentioned. Yep, restand our Luffy. Yeah, Gerald doing everything in his power to make sure that fortress is good to go. Sorry, I know that the fortress Yamato is an actual thing. So, yeah, the stronghold, if you will, the stage.
This is bouncers.
Yeah, these are really just bouncers. There, it's just these Luffys and these kids are just, especially the kid, right? Like, yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so that not being Hody then in the hand the whole time, that is just a Rushanel, and
Yeah, that's
Rushanel can do a lot of things, but I don't know if he can crowd surf through this. You know, I don't know if he can get through the bouncers.
I don't think so. I think now it's just very difficult for the Yamato player.
Tapping 7, but we're gonna give it our best try. Yeah, you just go 8 into kid and just try to pressure that little guy, but look at that hand. Like, we don't even have to give up a chump blocker here. We just
He's just like,
you know,
I think I just
and
give it.
does the hand only have 2Ks? Like,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
there's a new tip blocker, but yeah, like, what are you afraid of here? Not much.
I'll just swing again, I guess.
Another 7 with the leader skill. 2 Dawn on the dog from the leader skill. Yeah, cause yeah. Should have had only 3 Dawn left from the Enel play. But once we pass here, it's just the Momonosuke and what we have in hand. We have to leave a Dawn up. There's an Elthor. Yeah. We left 2 Dawn up, but is that a is that that's 2 Elthor.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that a cracker and a Hiyori?
Yeah. Oh, a Flampe.
And then a
So there's our
Flampe.
first Elthor.
Yeah.
Going for 9.
Swing 9.
Oh, we gotta give up another card in addition to Elthor.
I think, yeah, he
block,
just blocks.
block. 7. No, the rest of our marbles. I'm invincible. That's great.
The rest of my marbles.
Elthor.
Yeah,
2K.
2K. And I'm just gonna restand.
Cool.
Do it again.
And do it again.
He goes, what?
Yep, that's crazy deck. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I thought the I'm invincible could come out at the very end to get that last final push. Deal with the Momonosuke blocker and then definitively go in for game. So yeah, Gerald taking it and showing us just how the stage works there. Put on a great show for us, and the Yamato could not get through. And sick Naruto shirt, dude.
Yeah, I definitely think the Yamato probably could have gotten it if he utilized the Inuyasha more.
It is an interesting tech that could just control the board. It is tough because Uta gets great value of just like establishing more bodies, card draw, search. Like it is kind of tough to outvalue Yamato there or for the reverse. But yeah, it might have been possible. Of course, Rushanel was not really the best tool there to deal with that board. Hody could have applied some more pressure, just resting chump blockers or again resting anything it wants to just kind of get through. We did have some early pressure to get Gerald down to lower life early. It was just that like 2/3 mark in the game where it just kind of we just fortified and just made it so the board just couldn't be dealt with. So
Yeah, it's definitely
right.
yeah. There's not much to talk about that.
No, just great. And then yeah, I'm not a Uta's Uta and not a Eustace Kid, but it can swing twice if it wants. Just and for the similar amount of dawn, right? 3 dawn,
Yeah.
and I can swing again.
Yeah.
Huge number, 12, boop, done. So yeah, great game, and gonna go congratulate these fellas and get your next round. So we'll see you soon.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back. Just waiting for everyone to start setting up, but I believe we have our pairings already set up. I believe we have Brandon, Corpus, and Hudson taking the stage here shortly. And Mark's going to go out and make sure that everything is in order.
Yeah.
But I think the matchup is, well, it's Hudson, and in his usual rotation is Enel, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be Enel.
probably, yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be Enel, and I know Brandon has been on this whole craze. Red, purple, Luffy.
Yep, I think he was. Yeah. I know he and I played a couple of tournaments ago, and yeah, he's been on that for a little bit. Not completely unlike a Whitebeard deck, in the vein of being a 6K leader and being aggressive. Really, that deck aims for its high end and just ramping, getting as much value as you can, being as beefy as you can, playing down those 7-drop kids. Right, getting an extra 1K buff. So against Enel, interesting was just saying that matchup is less straightforward, I feel, than like Whitebeard. Whitebeard struggles to get the swings at the end to really finish it off, and that's where it gets frustrating as Whitebeard. But the buffs that you get from being RP Luffy are very useful in certain turns as Enel, because sometimes with Enel you go 7-drop and then you swing for 5. But that 7, what if red purple Luffy was at base 7 and then your 5 is definitely not connecting? So there's some nuances there we're gonna see, but I feel that it can be pretty even. It just depends if the RP Luffy sees their high end when they want it. If on Brandon's side, some opportune law blocker drops to whittle the Enel's hand side come down, and then in Enel side the usual yellow stuff like the 0 cost, which we saw earlier, not really come into play, but was there 0 cost event, beige, all the usual yellow triggers that you love.
Yeah, it's I played this exact matchup the other day too.
Yeah.
I
think we both got
yeah, because you got it earlier, right?
Yeah.
In the round.
Yeah.
And I was finals. That's what, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it was definitely interesting to see. So,
discussing different strategies. I think your approach to on if you're going first on your 3, like not swinging, so that your Gadatsu can get future value.
Yep.
On a Zoru Joro.
Yep. I think I did what, like it was 3-4 turns of me not swinging.
Yeah.
And I just pop, and pop.
Yeah, over here on Brandon's side, yeah, law blockers are good. Obviously, seeing Whitebeard is good, but against Enel, seeing the 7-drop kid and just being a 7K leader is just so good. Because yeah, there's some turns, like I said, you can drop a body, but you're swinging 5 as a default, and that just ain't gonna cut it here. But see what kind of a spice Hudson has in his Enel build. Yeah, no Enel list is ever truly the same.
I think I missed the die roll, but we'll of course know. I think Brandon would like to go first in this matchup if he could.
Yeah, because I think he definitely wants to do his curve.
Yeah. Yeah. Enel can go first or second, but I think also appreciates his first curve. So Brandon might have been forced to go second.
I definitely think in this matchup, Enel going first, so much better.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that like on 5, just play Gadatsu.
Mm-hmm.
KO that Zorojiro. And boom, you're basically like ahead at that point.
Yeah.
Especially right there. Look, he just drew the Zorojiro.
Yep, you know that's gonna come down later.
He probably has another one in hand.
And of course having
I don't think you should have done that.
Does he have Gadatsu in hand though?
He does.
He does? Okay.
Yeah. I swear I saw it.
I don't see it, but I also can't see his hand.
So
6K swing, no trigger. Do we see the other 4? No, we're just going to go for 3 and leave 1 up. Yeah, we're already at the 2 life deficit, so Rad Beam is at full value here. So now do we see the Gadatsu just pop the Nami here? No, we're not. We're going to do 6 now. Because, yeah, it feels bad now. That's if he has it. I still haven't confirmed.
I swear I saw it in his opening hand.
So what's this 4 going to be for? The 4 down on Hudson's side.
I didn't see.
Kikunojo? That could be frustrating. I mean, a nice 6K body to evenly swing into the 6K leader is good. Nope, we're going to... Okay, yeah.
Okay,
this is something I do as well. I've questioned, like, you know, right, using a reject on the Zoro, how good is that? I think it's all right. I think it's passable.
I think it's okay.
You know, if without getting too, like, one way or the other, I think it's okay. Of course, now we're on 6. Yeah, of course, we're on a clock with that card as well. Reject, one of the few cards that we won't be able to use anymore. Good and a bad thing for now. Oh, Rush Luffy taking the board here.
Just swing 6.
So it's interesting. Like as an L, you like to go down to 1, but in these matchups, I don't hate trying to stay at a 2. Yeah, and Hudson countering that second, and also like you know not taking 2+ swings in a single turn.
I do think
really like the 2K counter there.
I do think right here it's also really good because of the fact that like he's at 7 Dawn right now, so he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to take that last life because of the fact that like if he plays another rush, you're basically done. Not basically done. I mean it'll be a little rough.
The leader on the other side is a 6K, right? Any additional pressure, not good. Not good. Yeah. Especially not so fast. So a 6 and a 6, I like that, you know.
Force a counter out of hand.
Yeah. Force a 1. Worst case, you know, not that he would, but the Rad Beam. But yeah, forcing a 1. Oh, forcing a 2 from the Sanji.
Play that.
All right,
ace,
and an 8. I like it. 8 at Luffy. The character. Love that wanted art. I think they could have kept that trend going, the wanted art for characters.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people who liked it.
I know. I that's interesting to me. I don't know. Don't have a strong opinion on it. Besides, I just like it.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah. And now we've hit our leader skill. We're at 8, so we get up to 9. So we could see a 9 beard if he has one in hand. We could see a kid. I do like the kid. That allows us to pump bigger and then swing into the ace with leader probably. Put 1 back. We already gained it, so now we're at 7. And I think we're going to hit 9 and 2 the ace.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, I definitely like this to chip cards away. I think there's a lot of 1s in that hand.
Yeah, there is. I'm not... there's only a 1 Hiyori?
Facing up is a Yamato. I think there's a cat behind that. 2 cats. So 3 top ends with no counter, and then a lot of 1s. There's a cat, right? I'm sorry. Neko Mamushi.
Yeah, Neko. I do see 2 Gadatsu.
So 3 1s and 3 zeros. By that I mean bricks, not zero cost events. That might be a Shura, so he might Shura Hoshi. So it might be 4. Okay. Oh.
You're just saying, let me value the 2K.
Brandon scratching his chin. Interesting. All right, down to up to our 9. We know we have a Yamato, but this kid on Brandon's side, do we maybe Katakuri and put that to the bottom of life? Brandon staring with fierce intent. You don't got it. You're not moving this Katakuri. Using 1 Dawn to swing 8 into lead. Hudson going, show me that 2K. Now, cards that could easily deal with that 7 drop kid on Hudson's side could be a Kingdom Come, otherwise known as a Raigo. Of course, that would be a 6 Dawn play, and we'd have to trash a life to go down to 1. Katakuri, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. That's probably what Brandon was intently waiting on. And we're
That
at
hard
10, of
stare.
course. Yeah. Some classic finishes that are possible for Brandon towards the very end of the game is, finally dropping that 10-drop Luffy and then going for the old 1-2. It could be interesting to see a possible interaction with the Enel not being able to revive because of a character Luffy, though we did see the Rush Luffy go already, so probably the only thing left would be a 10-drop Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the Queen here. Drawing 2. Choosing to trash the Bond Clay. Trashing a $38, $40 card.
Why is it so? Why?
Why
Why did it have to be?
I don't have any, so
I only have 2.
hey man, halfway. But yeah, as Brandon losing that 7-drop, that kid means you also lose that buff, right? So only have 5 Dawn left to play with. Is this Nami getting in there?
I don't think so. I don't think you do that.
That would be 5 Dawn, right? 5 Dawn to even match the ace, and then swing 6 into lead.
Did Brandon do the leader skill?
Let's see. No, I don't think he did.
Okay.
Because he started at 10 and he had a -1. So I believe that's the Dawn that we're seeing there face down. So he could leader skill, but you got to think as well, the leader skill could be to leave up the rad beam,
That's true.
right? That's something that you can do. We haven't seen like a law blocker to whittle hand down, but I think that's only 4 or 5 cards in hand. I think I saw a Bond Clay in the top there on Brandon's side.
Yeah, there is 1 Bond Clay.
It is tricky.
I think I saw another Nami.
The Katakuri drop was really good timing there to remove the kid. So Bond Clay is good because we're gonna be moving into these high-end characters, so we got some power we can copy. And a strong 7K with the ramp. So I don't think we leadered. Rather we just Bond Clay ramped.
Yeah.
Same thing almost.
It basically is the same thing.
We still have 2 life and we have a queen blocker. And still at 2 life. So dropping Yamato here as Hudson doesn't get him the additional life, but does KO that Bond Clay, which is good enough, I think. Brandon got the ramp from the Bond Clay, but doesn't get the future value from the Bond Clay. And a simple Swix 6 to lead. As Brandon here, I wonder if he's missing top end in that hand. He had to put down... Is that... Like, I've yet to make confirmation that he has at least a new gate in hand. It's tough when you don't see that high end to really take advantage and make your end game as difficult as possible for your opponent. It's not easy to swing into these a leader that's 9K base. Instead, right now we're at a 6K base with 2 6K blockers. We're trying our best to draw, draw into our pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is how Enel can kind of get in there. Could you imagine if Brandon had 2 7-drop kids on the board right now? That's a tough board to deal with. Still thinking here is Brandon. We still have leader ability we could utilize because we used Queen to send a Dawn back. Trash and King. Great tech. Is that 4 cards in Hudson's hand?
Yeah.
Kikunojo in the top. He had like a lot of 1s earlier, we noticed, but he dropped a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I
his
think
hand's
that's
not that great
2Ks
counter-wise. Oh, did he draw some 2Ks?
I know I knew that he had 1 Hiyori when he trashed those 3 1Ks.
Oh, wow. We're going for Cat. Yeah, I was thinking, like, do we want to... We still want to whittle cards away if we can from the hand. So we want a 10 and we're going to ramp 1. Still pretty strong, but let's see how Hudson responds. Another Katakuri. Not much to remove. I don't know that you want to, move these queens.
Oh, it's he drew. There wasn't another 2K, so it's 1 2K and then 2. I'm sorry, 2 2Ks now because of the beige, and then
I see the beige.
1 1K, the Shirahoshi.
Ah, yeah. Katakuri. Looks like 2 Kikunojos, a beige and a Shirahoshi, so it's 3K power, counter power. Oh. A little 6 swing to just test the waters out, giving up the Zoru Joro. About 6 cards left in Brandon's hand. Going 10. Forcing that Rad Beam to come out. Do we give up a queen? Brandon thinking this one over. It is it will be going down to 0 life. And this is where it gets scary because you don't want to be you want to be a bigger body than 6 right now, so you can just counter like these big swings, but you're a bigger leader. Like if this Luffy was a 9K leader, this would just be a 2K out. Brandon carefully, meticulously going through these options. Depending on counter in hand, giving up this queen might be the move. It is 10 into 6. I also didn't completely confirm that the Rad Beam is in hand, but it looks like we're taking the kid. Okay, saying we're at possibly a Rad Beam and 2 blockers here as defense with a 6K base. Again, not an 8, not a 9. What do we do with our 8 Dawn? Again, Katakuri moving the queen over doesn't seem great, but Shirahoshi drop. Maybe to filter the hand, we have some dead weight in our hand, don't we?
Yeah.
So maybe putting down the Shirahoshi. Nope. We're going to go right in with an 8 and not move anything, right? Yep. Choosing not to select a target because that would only help. Really not hurt in any way, not a huge way. I think he just drew a vanilla. Might already had a vanilla. This is kind of tough here.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of asking for Brandon to have a lot, but yeah.
I do think Brandon here is just going to drop the 7 if he has the Newgate, he drops the Newgate 100%.
Yeah, I haven't been able to discern if I'd seen a Newgate in there. That's still scary though, right? Without even knowing what's in Hudson's hand, if you go 9 beard, now I'm at 8, leave 1 Dawn up, swing 8 into what? You know, it doesn't feel great. There's the 6 drop vanilla Sanji, but it might be 2 of the Frankie 2Ks in there. I'm not able to make out anything that has a 9 or a 10 on it. You know what I've seen some Enel players start doing too, which I'm kind of like borderline gonna try and do, but some are playing the 6 drop AK Parasparrow.
I have seen that too. I know
In 2s.
Yes, I've noticed in 07 and in 08 they do play more vanilla characters. I'm assuming just for the attack power.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's
I thought, yes, it's a good, clean, even number to swing into leaders like this Red Purple Luffy, right? What else is that it's an 8K character and can pose frustrating for something like Law. And so it's not a bad tech card at all. It is just interesting that I've seen them included as a 2 count and it's not searchable. Oh, we do finally see that Brandon has at least a Law blocker, though. I think that's like 4 cards in Hudson's hand. So, what are we do? We have a lot of cards in hand as Brandon, though. If only he would show them to us. Whoa. It always gets me nervous when players just grab all their Dawn. 6? Is that a 12 at Yamato? No.
Ooh.
No. Yes? Is that 4 Dawn left there? On Brandon's side, 4 Dawn left.
4, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 12. Surely on this Yamato. And with 4 cards in hand, are you saving this Yamato? Because I agree that picking the board has to be the play here. So with 4 Dawn, it's going to be the Law blocker that comes down.
I think that's
4K, that's 13. And then end it off with the Law blocker as Brandon with a ton of cards in hand, but still as a 6K leader with 2 bodies on Hudson's side that are huge. Yep. Sends the Dawn back. Because you can do the Dawn minus anyway.
Mm-hmm.
For nothing. So that's a brilliant move there as Brandon again finding your outs. Getting that Dawn back for Grad Beam. 3 blockers, 6K body, and a dream. Does Hudson have the lightning to close this out? It is asking for a lot though. Amaru could certainly rest the 4 drop, but how do you deal with the queens? Easily.
Reject.
He played one earlier on a Zoro Joro.
Mhm.
Typically, we see those played in like 2s and 3s. So what are you going to do about this 10? I think we make them use these blockers, right? That's what we do here. We just swing hard and force them to take cover. Hudson swinging a 10K Claymore over here. Doing a large think here. If I'm right, Brandon's hand not only had a good amount of cards in there, but at least 2 Frankie 2Ks. But we're going to block. I like that. Possibly not giving a Namaru its value. Down to 2 blockers and a 6K body. So why not go for a 10? Asking for a lot of cards. Rad Beam plus the 1 to get out of it. Not giving up our blockers yet. Now it's Hudson. That's seven Dawn left. 3. Going for an 8. Hudson wants more cards. And this is a very safe play as Hudson to make right now because it's not like on the clapback Hudson's afraid of losing. I wouldn't be. At 1 life, the opponent needs at least 3 swings to successfully connect. At 2, it's 4, and that's a maybe. Granted, Hudson's hand is low. So even if these queens wanted to be offensive queens, maybe it can get there.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
That whole hand is counter. Makino, 2 Frankies.
I think he has a 7 drop in there.
I think I saw another Bond Clay earlier, but I don't know if that was trash or not.
He did trash it, yeah.
There's 2 more 2Ks. And we're ending off with a Kikunojo. And 1 card in hand. Again, Brandon needs 4 successful swings this turn to win. But these are some mid-sized blockers. Some of the best mid-sized blockers the game has to offer, but this is also a 2K Nami. Makino would have been yeah, I guess as Hudson you feel a little bit of relief seeing the Makino hit the trash. I like seeing the Makino in this list. It does give your Namis the surprise buff, right? Not everyone does it. I get it. It's not searchable. It only works on Nami. I suppose if you run the Nico Robin, I suppose it could pump that up as well, but that's typically not your go-to, right?
Yeah.
Free take. Free take, can't counter it. I don't think he had a 2K in hand. Might have just had a 1 and he just took whatever he got. Not a trigger. Yep, these are going to be offensive swings, but this is, you know, this is what you kind of got to do.
I saw Hudson's face. He was like, "Oh."
No, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't clear if it was a beige, he might have triggered it.
No, I think he had that beige.
Oh, so he didn't counter the first swing.
Yeah.
Because it was a 6K swing first, and he took it. And he counters the final swing. No, he doesn't. That's it. Well, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I forgot that. Yeah. This was like if this Frankie could rush and get in there, you know that's what this is the 5th swing that Brandon would need, but that's still what's that, a 4 Dawn investment on the Frankie alone, and then it needs a Dawn 1 to do the rush effect.
Yeah, I don't know if that was.
No, it's 5. Frankie's 5. Frankie's 5, so you
Yes.
need 6 Dawn to do it, and
Yeah.
that's still smacking for 5. Oh,
That's why I'm like, swing 7. Maybe with what he had 2 cards in hand. Maybe you just swing 8 instead. I don't know why.
I think Brandon's calling
doing
it
the
here.
math.
Yeah,
he's doing the
I
math.
think.
He's like, what if I would have done this?
Yeah, I think that's him saying. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hudson's already kind of fanning out his card, so I think it's over, and I think we're seeing Hudson here take the victory. Brandon acknowledging that there isn't a way that he can win, but we're having Mark go ahead and take an official look here. But that does seem to make sense with the board state.
Mm-hmm.
It would have taken all of those swings to connect, and of course Brandon's here showing that if a different Dawn arrangement usage, maybe the Frankie could have gotten in there. But that 4K basis Frankie is what makes it kind of like solid 2K, but man, it's so close to being good. And we did just get official confirmation. Yeah, like we saw in the board state, Hudson did win that game, and a great game by both of these players, showing us just how this matchup can go. And tremendous job there. Moving on to the next round, we'll see who we have, but yeah, great.
Yeah, I mean it's an L. I mean that's.
Sometimes you just hit it like that. Yeah, nothing too crazy out of life.
Sometimes,
but,
just yellow just does yellow stuff.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
it doesn't.
Some key things, right? That missing certain beats, I'm sure Brandon was wanting a new gate. Just and that's
Yes.
kind of my own experience with this deck is like it hurts when you don't see your high end, but you can kind of like look at him. He blockered up as best as he can, but when you're not able to really be that strong presence as a leader with your abilities and all that, Enel can kind of take advantage of it, move some things around, pop some things, and just complete its mission. And you're not able to close out.
Yep.
But great game to both players. Gonna go congratulate them, and we'll be right back. And we're back for our final round, and we were blessed to get a final round, you know, Bandai rule and all that. So I believe we have back on the stage joining us here in a sec, Pooby and Chase. And also shout out to the Eggman. Thanks for dropping by, rating the stream here. I know you had a fantastic time with the other peeps today in your 5 hours, so thanks for coming around and saying hello to our little humble setup. And yep, here we have Chase and Pooby should be setting up here. So we have Moria and green yellow Yamato back on the scene. I think that was Chase saying I'm back. I'm not sure. I'm not good at the lip reading.
I'm not sure either.
Trying to be like those people that like watch award shows and just like lip read and then catch the celebs saying stuff like. I want to be on that level, but I don't have my showering gun unlocked.
Oh Lord.
Not sure if we had a die roll yet.
Nope. It's gonna start right here.
As Moria, I think you still want first.
It's a 2.
Yeah, this match could be interesting if we see the Gecko counter out early, staying at a high life total as much as they can, establishing some blockers at opportune times, removing little threats that come around. But Yamato can get in there. It just may not be the most straightforward path.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. Like this matchup, I think it could go in either one of them really.
Starting off strong with a good cinch. Whoa.
Hello.
That trash is pretty good. The worst thing really is just that Ice Age, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good Sindri. I've had all Navy beat my Sindri.
I'm so sorry.
It got worse. I got Catasacked in the same game. All right, a nice little way to pass, or you know.
Yep, I got nothing.
You know, could have had a 2-drop Shura, could have had, you know, there's things. Being the yellow, you can have a ton of other options. Maybe this is a Wano build, and maybe a Momonosuke could have come down, but pretty sure it's not that. And over here on the Moria side, will we see a leader swing for the Perona to chip a card out of the hand? You know? Yeah, trashing the Hog back, and we're gonna get that Perona, milling another Perona and a brand new, pretty good. What are we choosing to trash? I think if I'm not mistaken, Chase had the character Yamato in his build, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Is that in hand?
Yeah, that is.
I might have seen it.
That is in hand. So it will be a very interesting couple of turns, but it is easily removable.
Yeah,
so that is the other thing.
That is the unfortunate bit here. I wouldn't feel confident putting that character down, a 4-cost character, right? Like, yeah, easy number. But we're seeing that Yamato come down, so skill check. Will Pooby respect this Yamato and go for a way to remove it? We didn't see an Absalom hit the trash. We did see reduction like Ice Age come down. Is this a good time for this Yamato to come and stick? Do some work. Pooby might be saying here, oh man, you know, kind of in his head going, I think it might stick.
That Sindri is oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
I don't.
Even Poopy is finding the amusement out of this, though. He's just like, okay, dude.
I don't think that was the right turn to Sindri, sir.
Oh man. So that's another 2K that Poopy doesn't have in his hand here, but 4 cards left. I think we've seen at
3.
least 2 Ice Ages, right? A third one might be in hand for. But man, what a small.
Yeah, that's
oh.
that's not looking very good at
You know,
all.
a great ideal turn could have been, a greater option, -2, leader skill Absalom, pop the Yamato, but none of that seems to be happening today in this turn. Man, does Poopy believe? Wait, he's using that. Did I miss? Is there no? There is Absalom in trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and Chase is seeing it.
Yeah.
He
So there it is.
he
Yeah,
sees the play.
a simple 6K. Yeah, I missed the Absalom being trash there. Yeah, this is an easy solve. That's a shame. Not an absurd or anything. This is a very standard move here. We're on a mill 2. Show the camera what the.
Yeah, there. Yep, there's some more Navy. Yep. That's well, I mean that's CP9.
Yeah, CP9, but and Revolution, Dressrosa. Absalom is in there, isn't it?
I swear
Poopy?
I saw him. I swear
Was he banking on milling the Absalom?
I think he was. Oh my gosh, he was.
Holy cats. But you know what though? Okay, and getting a 2K out of Chase's hand, but at least that Cerberus was there. The dog just coming out to save the day. Cannot pet that. And Chase is going up to it looks like 6 Dawn, right? Yeah, so
I think
do we have a way to rest this Cerberus? Like, just to add insult to injury. Like, that didn't feel great of a turn from Poopy's side, right? Like, nope. We're just going for 7. Simple block. Ah, wow. All right. Now we talked about Chase doing some like cheeky plays and then like doing a little like anime glasses tilt. That was a good moment to do that.
Yeah.
7 with this banish risk, and then use another one. Wow. Yeah, it's just, this character Yamato, great card. The price tag just makes it so annoying when it's just easily dealt with card, but when it works, man, it feels good, and isn't it a great looking card too? Poopy here, just yep, enjoying the amusement of what's in trash right now. It is an interesting pile of trash. And here we're looking at our Dawn on the 7 Dawn turn. But what's that in Poopy's hand? Like 2 or 3 cards? Man. We had at least 2 Sindri Mills. A couple of later skills. We've seen at least 14 cards get trashed. What are we doing with our 7? We got to deal with this character Yamato. We already used about 3 out of 4 of our Ice Ages. We've seen 1 to 2 Great Eruptions hit the trash. That feels like 2 cards in hand, right?
That is 2 cards in hand.
Holy cats with hats. E. 4-2-1. Surely he's not thinking of Sindriing again.
He better not. He better not.
6 leader skill. Okay, no, 5 and a 5. Yep, that's the correct. Yep, 6 into Yamato, character Yamato, presumably. For what? Hogback? Yeah, 6. Yes, definitely go 6 there to force a 2K out, and maybe Hogback. Still no Absalom.
Oh my gosh.
I say that. Oh yeah, of course. Cerberus is yeah. I only said Hogback to get the Moria he just pitched so that he could at least have that comfort of having the Moria in hand. But yeah, I mean, if yeah, there it is. It's 0 cost to save it. If this Yamato is still on board, then we gotta block her up.
Yeah, that's a
and a Borso.
very
Yeah,
very
that's pretty
unfortunate.
much what you should need to do as Poopy here. Block up here, because you know, it's funny because in the game that he completely sauced me last week, similarly he had like a Absalom drought, but then saw Absalom on a draw 2 with Sabo, and then again like later, so he ended up seeing all of his Absaloms just too late.
What's crazy is they're all probably in his or 3 of them are probably in his life.
Hody Jones doing what
Rest-
it do and
Yep.
resting our 2 blockers here. I think we're just going for more pain. Yep, 5 double banish. Oh man. Oh, but no trigger. Onami doesn't, you know, go away. And then yeah, this is a 1. Oh wow, trigger great eruption.
Just fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's it. What a quick one. Wow. Absalom right there. Wow. Yeah, that is man, showing us just how powerful this 4-cost Yamato character can be when black can't remove it. Right? Such a powerful card. You just don't love to run it up against Gecko Moria. Certainly not against Sakazuki, but hey, Chase taking it. You know, this was the day with the Yamato. And
Yeah, that's
Lo-
crazy.
love to see it. Yeah. But that was a quick one. I believe everyone else should probably still be playing, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's probably still like 20 minutes on time.
Yamato games go pretty quick, but you know, it's either they won fast or they lost fast. Yeah. Definitely didn't see that coming from the Gecko side like that, because usually like you'll counter early, you'll block up in order to stay up life a little bit, and then you're able to just remove things easily. Yeah, it gets a little muddy when you get to the end game and you're blockering up, you're low on resources, and they Hody Jones you, and then things get a little, you know, dicey there. That's a lot of aggression at once, but I feel like the Gecko Moria usually, if it has all of its tools at its disposal at the right time, like you're able to really deal with Yamato easily.
Yeah.
But sometimes it happens like that when you hit like no Absalom, so that 4-cost character, and that's what kind of feels bad. I think like 4 to 2 to toast.
I don't. Booby didn't mulligan, did he?
That I could not recall.
He had to have if he kept a hand that.
Yeah, I mean, thinking too as Poobie, like I might have wanted to mulligan for removal, knowing that on that Yamato's list is that 4-drop. You know,
Yeah.
man, that turn is crazy though. 7 banish double, 2 unleaders, 7 banish double. Yeah, Onami banish double.
I
Yeah.
mean, he could have just played it and then just, you know, just put the writing on the wall for him. Just be like, you're gonna take it no matter what.
Oh, they're playing another
Oh, they're playing
one.
a fun match.
You want to put it on an exhibition?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, that's gonna change it to say exhibition.
Cool.
Hey, got a little bit of a free play. If they're playing this out as a series, perhaps you know, it's just so that Poobie can get another shot in there. We have one Tuesday before we lose those cards and we move into our.
The 21st is the ban, which is a Friday.
Oh, okay. So I think we still have 2 Tuesdays.
It's next week.
Sorry, what?
Next Friday is the ban.
Oh, I was mistaken. Okay.
So, but yes,
No,
we do
2
have
Tuesdays.
we do
No,
have one more
Tuesday. One more Tuesday.
One more Tuesday.
Yeah, one more Tuesday. This is technically like if we wanted to say like the 6th round per my last week's meme. Anything after 5 and my head gets dizzy. So
I mean, you're not wrong. It's
driving home's gonna be
it's
interesting.
9:45. I mean,
What? It's nearing my bedtime.
I mean, at least you know.
No, it's nearing
you
my
don't live
feasting
that
time.
far away from here.
I'd live like a solid 25 minutes.
It's still not as
It's
far
not
as
that
me.
bad. Aren't you closer to this area?
I live 40 at least.
Oh, I thought you were infinitely closer to this area than I was.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry then. Yeah, that's lame. Oh, look, he had a Momonosuke in there. That makes sense to find a lot of our Land of Wano guys.
Well, yeah, because I mean, this build is definitely Land of Wano. Like,
Oh, did Poobie go second? Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
interesting. You opted to go second? Or they like re-roll and
They
they...
reroll.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I would have thought they would play it out like a series, but... Yeah, Yamato lists are always fun to observe the differences. Is this a Sky Island? Is this a Wano? Is this a fortress? Is that a 4-drop Yamato? There's just different things this deck can do. Of course, that 0 is easily dealt with a 3. Brand new does get in there. That 3K body does, that stat line just does get in there. I think that's an Absalom this time in the trash for Poobie. I think it's behind the Perona. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, that does look like an Absalom or a Hogback.
Nah, the Hogback. See, there's too much
Yep,
negative space
yep.
there. Aha! And we're going to get rid of a Kikunojo. Definitely a fan of the Kikunojo in Yamato builds over Enel builds, but that's just me, and that's because I think there's like a ton of great yellow cards, and it just feels like, you know, it doesn't always do what you want. 8K double banish met with 4K counter. So yeah.
Yep. Now only one card in hand. Well, going into 2 with this draw.
Yeah, that is the scary bit there. Does Poobie have just a simple swing and a blocker? I mean, I guess he could Absalom and take out this this Onami. It is a thing you can do, but I don't know if maybe you want to save the Absalom for a future threat. Although, I don't know that you want to get back Sindri. 6, later skill, trash card, mill 2. What are we trashing from hand?
This one's gotta be okay. Sure. Yep.
Is there... Oh, you put the Absalom to the top of the pile there, eyeing it up. I mean, yeah, it will clear the Onami. Yep. Get another body on board. Doing what Gecko does. And that's partly what we missed out on the last game too for Poobie, is he didn't have like a board of offensive pressure. I mean, we never even saw the Gecko Moria character.
Yeah, he didn't we didn't see it at all.
No.
I think just in trash.
I mean, it's tough when, yeah, no, he saw 2 in trash. He trashed 1, in fact, at least. But it's tough when you had the 4-drop Yamato pressuring you with banish the whole time, and then your Onami banish and all that. Like, yeah. See, look at that, brand new getting in there for a little 5 swing. Onami, Amaru, 3 other cards in hand, an ace taken, Hiyori. We're going to 2K out of that. It's 5. And we'll go up to 7 here. Still at 5 life, Poobie, with a board. Ideal of circumstances, except for the 1 card in hand. Onami again. Best believe we're banishing. Oh, man. He went for a naked 5, too. Saying that card's not counter. And he might have known it wasn't. Or he's just, like, really, like, risking it. But it worked out. And then an ace. Yeah, that ace from life. So still pretty good as chase. You know, the pieces that he has in his hand are working. Doing enough work here. Now is Poopy going up to the 8? I don't know that either one of those cards is a Gecko Moria. But I'm not even sure that that's a safe play here. Yeah, he just started. And yeah, it's still tough because if you go Moria, which I don't think he is, I don't even think he has it. And you go 8, you don't do anything else. You can't swing into the ace. So do we try and remove the ace first? Possibly reduce it if we have anything, but two cards in hand, like, man. Show me the Ice Age, Poopy. Although it's still just one more card in hand. Even if it's Ice Age. Everyone today just like carefully just not showing the camera
Yeah.
what's been in hand. And we have E. Really thinking about where that one... Yep, there it is. Ice Age. Do we have a removal in the way of Absalom?
Yes, I did see another Absalom in trash.
So 7k at ace. No. Maybe target Onami? Oh, man. Trashing the Sabo. Not ideal. But, of course, if you play Sabo with only like a 1 or 2 card hand, then... Yeah, and there's the other Absalom. So we went 7. Yeah, 7 in life. And yeah, this Onami's not really a threat. So, yeah, I like this way better. Now there's 7 no, 5. 5, I apologize, because we already attacked. Yep. I believe that was a 5 and a 7. Yep, countering out of both. And with 3 life here, with 0 cards in hand on Poopy's side. All right, so 5.
Not looking
Take
pretty.
2. Take 2. No, there's 2 cards. Nope, that's done. Yeah, that's done because he's at...
Yeah.
Exactly.
He has no cards in hand.
No cards in hand.
So he'll just
3 on. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's fine.
Well, I don't.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I don't know what he's whatever's in his hand will make it okay, I feel. Although.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's risky. That is risky. If he goes a 5 swing double, he gives him 2 cards out of life, but then these 2 Absalom are still there. 5 into 5. Oh yeah, he'll take the Absalom, and he'll... Can't do that, so... Okay, maybe... a little bit of an awkward turn for Chase here.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving 4 done up.
Probably nothing else to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would have gone 9 into 5 if my intended target was Absalom, but I don't know. I don't know what the rest of the hand is like. And what kind of board can one soul card in hand? It's not often I see geckos like this either.
Yeah, this is a very, very weird game.
Yeah, Yamato just kind of forces these situations on you, though. Like, usually geckos have a hand of like 5 to 6. In both games, Chase was able to ensure that Poopy's hand is at a small number. not even sure here if what miracle card could be there for Poobie, because even in 8-drop here, if you get, I don't think I saw Rebecca blocker in there for a 4. You get brand new back for a search. It feels really bad. E. You can't think like, oh, okay, swapping arts. Gotta have alt arts on
just
there.
the pretty one. That's it.
Yeah. Alright, so are you gonna do 8? You're gonna do 10? 10? Of course, the blocker is gonna take out one of these swings. Starting off with a 10 swing. Tap 2. Oh man, and there goes the last card in his hand.
Yet again.
Yeah, man.
Just to pop that. I
Yeah.
don't.
Because Chase has to block this next one unless he can counter out of it. I don't know how strong Chase's hand is, but yeah, no, we're gonna block that. Yeah, and this ensures
I mean, I think
Poobie can't lose on the clapback.
Yeah.
Even with Hody, you don't win. Alternatively, 5 swing double and 2 ace drops. Assuming those life is a brick, does win it, which would be hilarious. All right, we're not doing that. Yeah, I think we saw an ace earlier, so that would be saying Chase plays at least 3. But that would be crazy. Instead, we're just setting up for a safer play here. Oh yeah, that's cool. That totally works out. Yeah.
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 Leaving one Don up to fake the L4.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if he has L4 in hand. He plays L4, I thought, right?
It was in that other Yamato's list that we saw earlier.
That's what it was.
Yep. Table 2 drop or something like that. I terribly apologize if I have messed up the handle. But that was the deck we saw with 2
Yeah.
L-Thor. OMG, it's Gecko Moria. He actually Destiny drew it.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Boy.
Helmepo goes -3 down to 2, sending 2 to the bottom of the deck, popping the Momonosuke. And then it's a 5 and 7 swing. Yeah, we used 8, so we have 2 Dawn to work with and 2 swings. We could just not swing. Swinging ensures Chase gets the trigger body. Ensures he gets to, at best, hit 3 life. That problem is only worsened if Chase has a Hody Jones. That would just mean Chase basically wins. I see a Hody Jones in hand.
Yes, he's had Hody, so.
And I see an Amaru.
All right.
Yeah, and a 5 because we're just going to instantly banish these 2 cards. Yup, and no effect from the trigger. And now... Hody to tap your last 2 Dawn.
I don't...
I require elaboration.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that one through.
Did he forget that Onami just came down and that it wasn't there before? No, that Onami cannot swing.
I think he's just doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
for the memes.
Yeah, he did earlier. He.
I
I don't know if that was a misplay or that, like, you know,
it was 100% misplay. There's no shot it was.
Or, like, you know, like, was Chase just throwing because he knows he can't get it? Like, it's just what do you think? It looks like he had the pieces to maybe try, but I think maybe the missing piece there was just simply the Kikunojo wasn't triggered. If it was triggered 100%, Chase would have won.
Yeah.
All right, so I was thinking that the countering of the bodies, the countering early there made, like, you know, being a very to zero low hand size for Poobie might ruin it for him, but he got there.
That was very weird.
That's just, yeah, I'm not used to seeing that. And it looks like these players may be done. It looks like they've received their participation and are just putting their decks away for now. But yeah, that was a weird game, and I'm glad we got to see, like, a second one to kind of show, like, okay, it's still weird, but Poobie got there in the end. But yeah, I think that's about it for us tonight. Unless there might be a top 8, so we'll see about that. But unless Mark, do you have anything to add there for everyone?
There might be a top 8. Don't you go anywhere. And that is going to be a wrap for this one, y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're liking this content, you can catch our latest upload right here. Make sure you're sub to the channel, and we'll catch y'all for the next one. Keep on gaming, gamers, versus games.